Okay, first step to changing the oil in the 2005 Kawasaki Eliminator 125 is to get the engine warm. So if it's not warmed up, do that. Idle it outside for a few minutes and get it nice and warm. Is this safe? I think it's pretty safe. It's blowing it right out. You can see the window here where the oil level is. Pretty sure that's moisture that's all up in my engine. When I tilt it to the straight angle, it has like a really foggy consistency to it. I changed the O-ring in this, so I'm not sure why there's moisture getting in there, but I gotta figure that out. Okay, next step is to drain the oil from the engine. So loosen the filler cap so the air pressure could go through it and it could drain better. Then you're gonna go under here and get your 17mm socket and loosen that drain plug right there and drain out all the oil. Okay, all the oil is drained out, and you could see right here in the window there's some moisture on there. I'm gonna try to dry it out just with a heat gun. Just kind of blow it and just get that condensation off there. I don't know why the water's getting in there, but gotta figure that out. Okay, next step is to take off the oil filter, which is in here. There's 2 bolts, and the size is 5/16. So untwist these. Pop off the cap, and I just drip in some oil there. That's gonna happen. This oil is actually pretty clean. I don't remember the last time I changed it, but I just wanted to put new oil in and hopefully get rid of that water that's in there. Okay, so take off the old oil filter. Okay, so you can see all that oil in there. Gonna have to drain that out. Okay, I got a Kawasaki oil filter. Takes the 52010-1053. Okay, so what you do is goes in this way, so the grommet is facing outwards. Get a little clean motor oil, put it on the grommet O-ring thing here. Then you're just gonna place it in there. Just like that. There's a spring. And put the cap. The cap has two holes that run the oil through the filter. Yeah, it just goes like that. So this has 2 ports where the oil goes through, so you want to match it up. It goes like this. You could pop the oil filter right onto it like that. Slide it in. Line it up and twist in the bolts. There's no torque spec for these 2 here, so you just do it till it's tight and it's snug. Okay. There you go, new oil filter installed. Okay, next step is to install the new drain plug. Make sure if this washer's crushed, you get a new one. This one's in good condition, so I can still use it. Clean this off. Clean off the bottom here. Wipe around that seal. And then tighten it to 15 to 20 Newton meters. I think that's what the N stands for, or 11 to 14 and a half foot-pounds. There's also an oil screen that can be cleaned. It's in here. You have to take off the brake lever and move this out of the way, and then you could clean the screen. I did that the last time, so I'm not going to do it this time. The directions are in the manual. Clean in a bath of high flash point solvent and reinstall. Oh yeah, you can see that I dried this out. There's no more moisture in there, so hopefully it doesn't come back. All right, so install the drain plug to 11 to 14 and a half foot-pounds. Okay, if you're gonna be doing the screen, make sure you install it with the up mark facing to the top. So the engine capacity with the oil is 1.2 quarts when the filter is not removed, 1.3 when the filter is, and if the engine is completely dry, 1.5. So put about 1.3 in there, start it up, let it get through the filter, let it sit, and then bring the bike level, pick it up off the kickstand, and make sure it's in between those two lines. You don't want it higher than that, but you don't want it lower than those. 1.4 liters, it tells you right there. That's how you change the oil. Peace. If you don't have a torque wrench, just make sure you do it snug but not too tight. I started to use a torque wrench on this, and I didn't even get tight, and I noticed that the bolt is stripped, so that's not good at all. So it's barely on there, just enough that it'll not strip over. So I don't know, eventually I'm going to have to get it rethreaded or something, because that's really bad. So make sure you don't over tighten it. And that's about it. Put the oil in, make sure you check the level, and twist on the cap. Make sure you clean that too.